Good morning, and thanks for joining us. I'm Julie Pastrick, President and CEO of the Greater Flagstaff Chamber, your hostess, and this is Chamber BizzBuzz on Legends. I have to tell you, our show today is wonderful. We have the owner, Fady Ebeid of Pinnacle Building Systems. Fady, I'm so happy you're here to talk to us about why you bought a business and run a business that is really caring about taking care of other businesses.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you for inviting me, Julie. I really appreciate it.
And so Pinnacle's been in business for a long time, yeah?
Yeah, since 1994.
And what would you say if somebody needs to ask, what do you do? What are your primary types of work?
So I would say our primary work is facility maintenance. So that's usually janitorial work. We also do construction cleanup, strip and wax, carpet cleaning, tile and grout, anything to maintain a facility and bring it up to par.
And why is it important to maintain rugs or, do the types of maintenance that you're talking about on a regular basis? It adds up, and the building can't sustain on its own.
Yeah, so there's a couple of reasons why you should maintain your facility. One is to stop the spread of bacteria and disease. And we saw that in COVID, where a lot of facilities needed to be maintained more often. The other reason is to make it look good. If you have clients coming in or your employees, people, if they like where they work and the cleanliness, they're probably going to work better and enjoy the workplace more.
And they might not tell you that they wish you cleaned the facility. They might not say, geez, why don't we call a janitorial service? Isn't that what you hear sometimes?
Yeah, it's not a necessary business function. It's just like an add-on, so it doesn't come top to mind to a lot of people who are running their businesses, but
it's so easy when you guys come. I'm really happy that you serve the Chamber of Commerce throughout our building, our carpets, and you find in Flagstaff the dust, even no matter how hard you try, it does get into your carpets, and that really is a high level of investment usually, and they can be restored to almost new if they're not too bad off.
Yeah, so that's why it's important to continue maintaining the facility, because if you wait too long, then it becomes very difficult to bring it back up to par, or you can't bring it back to par in certain cases.
Exactly. So Pinnacle Building Services, Fady, talk to our listeners about your commitment to really customer service and satisfaction. Where did that come from? Is that just what's in you and that's how you run it? Just give our listeners some insight there, why they should choose Pinnacle Building Systems.
Yeah, so since the founding of Pinnacle, it's been a family business. Between different ownerships, it's been a family business. And the main commitment that we have is very fast response time and being proactive. So we have a very strong line of communications with our employees. So if any small little issue happens, they are able to communicate with our operations manager or I, so that we can communicate that to the client. And then whenever an issue comes up, we're able to, because we're all local, address it usually within an hour or two versus like waiting days. So we strive on very fast service.
Mm-hmm. I think that strong work ethic that I see from you transfers to employees. Let's tell our listeners a little bit about your background, how you came to here and why you are a really reliable business owner.
Came to Flagstaff or from?
Yeah, well, both, all of whatever you want to divulge. I know about your background, where you were born and how you learned and how you came to the U.S.
Yeah, so I was born in Egypt, grew up in a small compound in Saudi Arabia. And I got lucky where I came with a scholarship to high school here when I was 15. After high school, I went to the University of Southern California in Los Angeles. After that, I basically worked at Walmart e-commerce in San Francisco in their corporate head office. And then COVID happened. I've always been a business person, so I always ran different businesses, but they weren't like that big. And then when COVID happened, I just started doing independent consulting work, mostly with e-commerce companies and other small businesses. And I always was looking to buy a business, and I decided to do it in facilities maintenance. And that's how I came across Pinnacle. And
in little old Flagstaff. And you don't regret it, do you? You're happy.
I'm happy, very happy.
I'm happy too. You can tell when you meet Fady, who's the owner of Pinnacle Building Services, that it's something that he's supposed to be doing. Before we have to go, let's run down the types of services you provide and to what size businesses.
Yeah, so we do businesses anywhere from very small offices all the way to employees where they have like 60,000 square feet in one night. So we're able to service any client's need. We have the staff. We have about 50 some employees here in Flagstaff. And the main service is janitorial work. And then we also offer construction cleanup, strip and wax, tile and grout, window cleaning, and carpet cleaning.
That's a lot. And just about everybody listening who owns a business needs one or more of those services. So, Fady, how do our listeners reach you?
They can just call the number 928-864-6122.
928-864-6122. And do you have an email address, Fady?
Yeah, it's fady@pinnacleflag.com.
Really appreciate that you came onto Chamber BizzBuzz and can help our listeners understand you really deliver high-quality services. And I bet you're proud that your clientele is ever growing.
Most definitely.
Are you anywhere besides Flagstaff?
Yeah, we're in Williams, Page, Sedona. We do some work in Winslow. Those are our main locations.
You're doing something right.
Belmont.
Okay, let's wait if he adds another one.
We're able to service other areas as well, but those are the main areas that...
Well, that's Northern Arizona.
Yeah.
So continued good luck, and I love the service you provided to the Chamber. Our rugs look brand new, and we appreciate, like you said, the speed at which you came to do the quote, and it was done in 3 days. And I think that's what a lot of businesses look for when they decide that's something they need. So continued good luck to Pinnacle Building Services, and Fady Ebeid, thank you for being on Chamber BizzBuzz.
Anytime, and thank you for inviting me. I appreciate it.
You bet. That's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not sure you would have heard of Pinnacle Building Services in the way you did today, so give Fady a call or an email. We appreciate you listening today. Please tune in again next time on Legends 93.5 and AM 930 for another segment of local business news and behind the scenes of great businesses you might have heard of or maybe not. That's what we do. We help businesses be successful at the Flagstaff Chamber of Commerce. See you next time. You've been listening to the Chamber BizzBuzz Show, brought to you by the Greater Flagstaff Chamber of Commerce. Today's show has been edited and produced by Clay McCausland with Great Circle Media. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time on the radio.